The Dualsense controller is a marvel of engineering that gives Sony and the PlayStation 5 a competitive advantage when it comes to purchasing third-party games. Yes, it sets those third-party games apart from other systems by offering an experience that you just cannot get. Total immersion, and it gives developers of these games another tool to pull the player into those worlds, and we're going to talk about a few of these developers right now. So, Swan Martin, the producer on Stray, says that Stray is a third-person cat adventure game set in a mysterious cyber city. We made full use of the Dualsense controller's capabilities to immerse the player in the feeling of being a cat. Players can press the circle button at any time to meow in the game, and the sound will come out of the game and the controller's speakers. The adaptive triggers have a satisfying amount of pressure to push down on as the cat scratches surfaces like sofas and rugs. When objects like glass bottles are knocked down, players can feel the impact of the cat's little paws through the controller's haptic feedback. Players can even feel the cat purr through the controller when he is sleeping. The Dualsense controller makes being a cat even more fun, and we hope that players enjoy exploring and interacting with Stray's world using it. I've played and finished this game, and there is no other way to experience this but with the Dualsense controller. David Jenkins, head of Q&A for Rollerdrome, says, "I really love the Dualsense controller and the great little bits of feedback we've worked on to give the player through it, from different types of vibration based on what's happening to Kara, landing, grinding, dodging, getting hit, or the audio cues that tell you when your ammo is running low or you're about to get taken out by sniper, to the different levels of resistance you get when pulling the trigger on each of our weapons. It all really helps the player to feel like they're skating around the arenas, dodging rockets, grinding rails, and picking off house players in a way that other controllers simply can't. Everything has this great sense of weight and physicality, especially when something particularly heavy drops into play." This is one that a lot of people are excited about. I've been keeping my eye on this one, and so has everyone around the industry, and it's just another example of a game built utilizing the inherent strength of the Dualsense controller, giving players an experience that they just simply cannot get anywhere else. Total immersion, an experience set apart by the Dualsense controller. David Boyley, the technical director on Season, A Letter to the Future, says, "Season, A Letter to the Future is an immersive sensory experience where you travel through, unravel, and record the strange world around you. Players will feel each pedal when biking, feeling the steepness of the hills using the adaptive triggers. We've paired this feeling using Dualsense controller's haptic feedback as it emulates the roads and trails you will discover on your journey, and breathe in and record every detail of the world's rich soundscapes using 3D audio. This really comes together when making your way downhill and can just rely on the momentum of the bike to move you, all while feeling the fresh air go past your ears. These are some of our favorite tools we use in development to invite our players to get immersed in the mysterious world of Season." Phil Crefo, game director on Chia, says, "We wanted Chia's gameplay to feel as smooth and intuitive as possible, but we also wanted to build mechanics that players who are super invested would be able to master and become really good at. Chia's slingshot is a versatile tool that lets players nudge things around the open world and during enemy encounters, but we also have dedicated shooting range challenges in the game. The Dualsense controller's motion control technology allows us to implement a motion-controlled aim adjustment feature that lets players move the controller to finally adjust Chia's aiming. We hope this system can be useful to people with reduced finger, thumbs, mobility who are unable to execute fast and precise joystick movements. We also find that it is a great feature for people who are less familiar with game controllers or just want an extra level of aiming precision. We've got one more developer and one more game to talk about, but if you haven't realized it yet, the Dualsense controller and its use and implementation have skyrocketed. Developers have been saying things like game-changing, and most of them, once they use the Dualsense controller, they don't want their games played any other way but with the haptic feedback and all the features of the Dualsense included. Billy Basso, the solo developer of Animal Well, says, Animal Well is a game filled with secrets, some more or less obvious than others. Despite its deceptively simple pixel art style, it's highly detailed and atmospheric. PlayStation 5's GPU enables both the creepy shadows that obscure the landscape as well as the light that shows you the way. The Dualsense controller can alert you to subtle cues that your eyes might miss. Perhaps something is lurking in the tall grass, or seemingly dense growth is actually hollow inside. The 3D audio may give an indication of a threat or a hidden secret nearby. You must rely on all your senses to uncover all of the mysteries of Animal Well. The PlayStation 5's Dualsense controller is a differentiating factor when it comes to games in general, first party, but more importantly third party. It makes that choice of where to buy your third party games if you're a multi-platform gamer that much easier, because titles like Stray, I promise you, need to be played with the Dualsense controller. That's going to be it for the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.